For you, those of you watching on Instagram, you're now live. Now check it out, D. So, hey, good morning. Let's try this again. So you're then on Instagram. Be patient with me because I'm growing and experiencing growing pains, which is StreamYard. Boom. We're live. I'll be interested to see if we're live on YouTube, D. So anyway, what's up? Good morning. Tuesday morning, another day in the month of September, headed for fall. Weather's cooling down. Hell, that's a reason alone to celebrate. I'm digging it because it's not 90, 95-degree days anymore. Who's on there? What is up, Joletta Yoder? Chelsea, hey. Very cool. All right, crew. So if you take a look at it, we're even live. We might check it. G, you're going to check YouTube, right? Trying a couple new tools up, trying to increase our bandwidth, which that's a topic we can talk about right now in the month of fall. Weather's cooling down. Easier mornings, more beautiful mornings. There's the question. What are you doing this fall? Are you falling? Or are you going to step up and hang out with me? Then we can rise up together. Together. Notice that piece? Together. So in the morning, I'm a big believer, get my day started with breakfast, which is not juice, toast, and milk. It's my books. It's my prayers. It's my quiet time. It's my messages to my hangers and bangers, the people I'm participating with, which those of you who are participating, if you like what we're doing, share it, please. At least share it with your ride or dies. At least share it with your ride or dies. I'd prefer you share it with your entire community. Why? Because maybe they'll listen. They'll get some value, which will help them with becoming more fundamentally, foundationally sound. And now their life will be a little better. Now their life will be a little better. I already had a couple phone calls this morning. I'm going to tell you about a couple things that are planted in my brain and heart that I want to share with you. One is, cool, I'm just checking out live. One is, when you're in a storm in life, whether it be in any of your foundational, fundamental, fall, seasonal areas, faith, fitness, family, finances, and fun, are you, I'm going to say this, are you focused on the necessity, the immediacy? I don't know if those are words. I'm sure Jalota will correct me, but I can also make a couple up. Of getting out of the storm, meaning, do you have an umbrella? Do you have some shelter? That's what needs to be taking place right now. Not even, holy cow, you know, the other pictures on the outside. Are you getting laser focused on what it takes to get out of the storm? There's two choices that come up. Is one, it says, I'm doing the best I can. And to me, when I picture in my brain and heart right away is many people are going, they have an umbrella, they're not even putting the dang thing up. You got an umbrella, bro. Put it up. I didn't know if it would work. I didn't know whose it was. I can't remember if it's mine. Stop. Get out of the storm. Get the umbrella up, figure out the details later. So what do I mean by that? Well, I chat and work with a lot of single moms. And wow, if there's one group of people that I'm going to give a little bit extra love to and patience with and empathy for is a single mom, because they just have additional pieces that I don't have and many of us don't have. Well, here's just my tip to actually many of us. I was just actually funny because I was chatting this with a lady yesterday who's married and a couple kids. Her husband's employed and so is she. So completely different. But the funny thing is, they were both talking about, they both were buried under distractions versus immediately getting out of the storm. Okay? So first and foremost, if you want to listen to Casting Crowns, Praise You in the Storm, that'd be a good place to start. But that being said, there was things that they're focused on. And what I would encourage them to focus on is, first and foremost, your 30-day money and your bills. And would you be willing to let go of, get rid of some of those bills? Oh my gosh, I couldn't do that. What would the neighbors think? Oh my gosh, I couldn't do that. I got this job so my kids could have fun. Well, if your kids are having fun because you've added some new toys, I don't know, snowmobile, bikes, jump house, I don't know what, doesn't matter. And those toys are burying you under and creating additional stress. such that you can't really focus on the storm, I encourage you to get rid of them. I tell you, people, for what it's worth, the more distractions I remove and the more I pay attention to focusing on the storm, snowstorm, rainstorm, hailstorm, personal life storm, budget storm, and I remove that because I make the right basic decisions, fundamental decisions, now facing the storm is that much easier. Does that make sense? But many of us, you've heard the story many times about hunters in South America hunting monkeys, and they put a coconut in the tree with a hole carved out of it, and they put some nuts in it. So when the monkey reaches his hand in and then grabs the nuts, he can't pull his hand back out because that was too big to come out of the hole. So the monkey's stuck in there trying to get his hand out because he won't let go of the nuts. He won't let go of the things that they believe were going to make them happy, but now are creating danger, in this case, life-threatening danger and distractions. Okay? So what needs to happen is so what actually happens is the hunters come through the jungle and they're just looking up at the trees. The monkeys are sitting there with the hand of the coconut, and then they shoot the monkeys. That's what's going to happen to each and every one of us. And it may be a slow fade, it may happen right away. But people functioning and focusing on your basics, are you focused? Are you starting with your faith? Are you focused on your finances? Are you willing to make some of those budget cuts so that end of the month I have money? Well, then the kids won't have as much fun. We won't do this. We won't do it. Okay. I enjoy by going, I got money at the end of the month. And I'm not worried about money at the end of the month. Learned that from my parents. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Mom. In your fitness, when you gain 5 pounds, 10 pounds, is that when it stops? And you're saying, hey, I'm going to put a limit on the sugars and the junk that I'm eating. I'm saying, hey, am I going to get a little bit of activity? And I schedule it in. My health is just a little bit better. I feel a little bit better about myself. I'm a little more active. I'm a little more present for my children, for my spouse. Am I focused on the family first? I'm making some time for my fun. So those 5 F's, are you focused on them? And again, based on the conversations I had right today, number 1, are you removing distractions? Are you willing to let go, give up, put aside what's creating a distraction now because either budget-wise, family-wise, faith-wise, something-wise, you're not ready to steward it? That makes sense? Some people say, I make those hard decisions. To me, they're only as hard as you want to get to the other side, if that makes sense. I don't diet and have a cheat day personally. My diet's 7 days a week. I don't put it on the back burner and then go to church on Sunday. It's 7 days a week. Okay. I don't focus on my Prove It business, my home-based business, Monday through Friday, whenever, and then it's on the back burner. It's always in my heart and soul, maybe at different levels. Anyway, so ponder that, a little bit and decide. And the reason I'm emphasizing this so much in this season of fall, because that fall is coming from the distractions that we allow in our world. Put your energy into your fundamentals, your faith, your family, your finances, your fitness too, and your fun, especially those 4. And now you provide the energy, the finances to breathe a little easier if you then don't add additional budgets and bills and distractions. Does that make sense? Cool. So ponder that a little bit. And like I said, if you like what we're doing, if you want to build some community, if you want to build some change, boom, get a hold of me and let's talk shop and let's see what we can do. Okay. That's all I've done. And so remember, for people, if you haven't met me or been around me, I've been plenty broke. I've had a 580 FICO score. I've had a relationship with a father that I didn't talk to for quite some time. Okay. So my brothers and sisters. But I can show you how those pieces have been mended and hopefully help you too. And a lot of it is showing up, and you got to create activity. Oh, that's what I was going to say. You get rid of distractions, but you got to create activities then. You can't get rid of distractions, but you got to create activities that are going to be heading you in the way that you want to go. That's crucial, crucial, crucial. Let's take a look at our books today and see what they said. Okay? Because again, what are you filling yourself up with in the morning? And mine is, again, in fact, I set my alarm. I just set my alarm back to now 5:45. Instead of get up at 6, I'm going to get up at 5:45, and I'm going to push it back to 5:30. Why? Because I want to get up earlier. I want to enjoy the morning. I want to enjoy my book. I want to fit a couple more things in. That's what you do. Okay? If you want to sleep, stay in bed, knock yourself out. I just prefer not to. There's no judgment. It's just what I do. So those, like I said, are a couple messages just from phone calls that I had this morning. And then you've got to, I'm going to tell this piece too. And then if you're going to build community in anything you do, you got to invite, you got to engage, right? Chelsea, you got to invite, you got to engage. What does engagement mean? Getting real quick in the Prove It community. Hey, who are a couple of friends we can get samples up to? You don't want to leave your friends out. Who are a couple of friends we can get samples to? Hey, let's contact your besties and let's all do it as a group. It'll be super fun. Let's get you a shaker bottle and some keto swag. Hey, let's get a post up. Let's do a little social media together. It'd be super fun. Let the world know that we're working to change our lives together and we want to invite them. It's fun. Let's do 4 or 5 things that'll get them engaged today immediately. Same thing with yourself. You got a plan, you got to get engaged, which, as Jolene mentioned, amazing, amazing, amazing. Rise and shine today. If you didn't see it, I hope you saw it. Bottom line is, best way to get stuff done in your faith, your fitness, your family, your friends, your fun, and your finances, get engaged and do something. You won't learn to drive in a parked car. I just love that one. Get in and figure it out. I walked into the gym, got some instruction, applied it. Stuff worked, stuff didn't, stuff I liked, stuff didn't. Got some more instruction, did some more application. That is it in every single thing. And smile more. I know. Where's Jen at? She's not here to remind me to smile. Anyway, so get in and figure it out. Hell, if you were ask me about these lives, we're on Instagram now. I think we're on YouTube. I think we're on Facebook. Boom. We're on 3 now, more than 2. And if there's anything else, we'll figure that one out too. But anyway, get in the game. You will not learn to drive sitting in a parked car. You will not learn to drive sitting in a parked car. Get in the game. Okay. What's the thought for today? A couple pieces from my reading. We just, you know what? It's kind of cool. It's super cool because it's a step back day. It's a day where it's just kind of giving you a little time to catch up and step back. But there's a couple pieces that's worth listening to. And this is, maybe it is your faith moment. But anyway, here is the piece that I just want you to ponder. And this works for me and makes it easy for me is knowing that God is control. God is in control, and his will is simply what I need to follow. Makes life so easy. So easy. I love it that through his will, it's whether or not you want to see this. This is a funny piece. Just even in life, it's up to you whether you want to see the lesson in it or you want to see I didn't get my way in it. I prefer to see the lesson, take the lesson, and move forward. Been very beneficial in my life. Very beneficial. Like I said, when I was broke and broken and such, I never gave up hope. I just needed, I need to apply this. I need to. And it's not commiserate and chat with people the same size as I am, the same amount of dumbness I am. I didn't go watch and smoke more weed and watch more A-Team reruns. I had to hang out with people that were going and doing. Okay? So even when pieces weren't going, when I was in my own storm, I need to understand that God's sovereign and he's in control. And that he's working through me. He's working through her history, through his purposes. And that I can hold on to makes life so much easier. And of course, you got to get your wisdom for the day. And I'm loving this section now because we're continuing on marriage and relationships. And they're talking about shepherding. One second. And and again, I love it because it's talking about the husband and the wife being a team, okay, and shepherding and guiding each other, okay. And my point is, a part of this point is that going to church on Sunday is not your only education, is not your only time of church. It's also in the home. I guess that's my point. The gym isn't only your time to exercise. It should be in your home. Your kids' education isn't only in school. It's in your home. Church isn't the only faith on Sundays. It should be in your home. Mom and pop, husband and wife, you've got to unite together and decide this is our home. This is what we stand for. And single people, that's what you have to decide. That's what I had to decide. And then therefore, tying all this together, now we're not going to fall into the season of fall. We're going to step up because in each and everything we're going to do, we're going to believe that God is sovereign and that it will work out, and that we need to, as a home, come together and apply it on a daily basis. And that just continues and continues. Yeah, you got to engage one another. It's our responsibility. And it starts with you. It starts with the family. It starts with you. Okay? And then it trickles down. It's not the dog wags the tail. It starts with James Rice. Last night's Zoom, I pushed it forward. The Zoom before that, I pushed it forward. And I'm not saying to give me credit. I'm saying that it starts with me. It starts with me. So, questions, comments, thoughts? Get in the car, turn it on, put it in gear, get it going, drive it slow at first. Yeah, drive it slow at first. Okay? That's the only way you're going to learn to drive anything. You're going to learn to drive your fitness, going to learn to drive faith, you got to start. Going to learn to drive your relationships, your family, going to learn to drive your fun time. That makes sense? So decide who you are and where you want to be. Surround yourself with people that are going to pull you forward, pull you forward, pull you forward, not validate you, not validate you, not validate you in the shitstorm you're in. Okay? Get the tools and take massive action. So I'm going to let you go. Pretty fun morning. I'm excited about to see what's next. Probably play the piano a little bit, hit the gym. Zoom tonight, Zoom tonight, Zoom tonight. Okay? Questions, comments, thoughts, give me a yell. I didn't smile as much this morning, but I'm hoping to smile more next. Good thing Jen wasn't on, so she didn't see me not smiling. All right, love each and every one of you. Appreciate you. Hit me up for anything. Let me know how I can help. I even know how to turn them off.